guys, it's Jacob here, and if this looks really familiar, it's just because I made a video like 20 minutes ago. Um, but, as you see the title now, The Inadvertent Bunny Adventure. The only reason I'm talking to you right now is this needs a bit of backstory, because I have some clips that I'm going to load up, but I don't have a lot of backstory in those clips. It's just clips, not really explaining a lot. So we're going to take a couple minutes right here, give a quick backstory, jump into the clips, and then we'll keep you updated on the situation. So back in October, my parents acquired a couple bunny rabbits. They worked on an amusement park. It's a seasonal fall amusement park here in Maine. Well, actually, I was at school, so my whole family worked there, my brother and my parents, both. I've worked there a couple times, but regardless, that really doesn't have a lot to do with the video. They acquired a couple of rabbits. My dad did, obviously with permission from the rest of us, but from Mom. But he acquired a couple of these rabbits and thought he had both female rabbits. However, he did not. At the time, that male was only a few months old, so he wasn't sexually active yet, and he wasn't old enough to accurately tell male from female. Or my dad didn't do it right, one or the other. So, but my mom was holding him on the bed one day and discovered that, hey, he's in fact male, because that's not female parts. So we took him to the vet, and at that time he was still too young to be fixed, so we made an appointment at a date when when he was old enough to perform the surgery. Well, we didn't make it in time, so we went out to see the rabbits one day and discovered 7 baby bunnies. The cutest darn things ever. If I have a couple photos, I can't remember if I did or not. No, if I have a couple photos, I'll throw them in line. But yeah, so that happened, and through what happened, we brought them inside because they were outside at the time, and they say if they got the hair from Mom pulls out her belly hair for the rabbits to make a nest, that they'll be okay in cold weather. But I don't know, Maine cold is so much different than cold elsewhere, and I just felt like I should give them every chance that we could. And I know some people say not to move them, not to touch them, but I felt that it'd be less of a risk to move everybody inside, Mom and the babies anyways, than it would be to leave them outside in the cold. Men don't have to worry about predators getting at the babies and stuff like that. So we acquired a cage and brought them in. And we lost one that night. I don't know what happened, but we lost it. And then 2 mysteriously disappeared. Obviously, Mom ate them. We haven't figured out the reason. Whether she ate them out of fear, ate them because she was lack of nutrition, or they died of natural causes and she then ate them. I don't know. Or she felt she couldn't take care of, at that point, 6 rabbits, 6 babies at that point. She felt she couldn't take care of them. And now I've got a funny idea why she did it. So anyways, we have 4 from that first litter. That's right, first. Apparently, she'd had that litter at least a day or 2 before we found them, because she had enough time to get pregnant again. Yeah, so a couple days ago, her first litter, I say first litter, I don't know if she's had litters at the farm or she had litters before that. Our first litter since we got her, the first of these 2 litters, because there's no more litters. After she raises these ones, there's no more. So I came into these guys are about 4 weeks old. This was a couple days ago. They'll be 5 weeks tomorrow. I came in to feed the mama rabbit and the babies, and find all this hair and stuff on my floor. Oh, shoot. Yeah, apparently, like I said, she had time enough to get pregnant again. after she had that first litter, which kind of surprises me because everything I read says you want, after she has a litter, you want to get them out because she can get pregnant within 24 hours of giving birth. Like I said, and I now know firsthand what they mean by the expression breeds like rabbits. Holy cow. Or rabbit, I should say. So, I lost my train of thought for a brief second here. Where was I? Oh, talking about her getting pregnant again. So yeah, I came in and found all this hair and stuff on my floor and went, what? So yeah, that's what I was saying. We were surprised because everything I read about separating them because they can get pregnant again, because you want to separate them because one, she can get pregnant again, and if you don't necessarily want her to, but typically they will either, most likely they will eat the litter they just gave birth to so they can raise the one that they're gestating at that time. And that's why we're starting to suspect now that it's just why she ate 2 rabbits, but she nursed and raised 4 like nothing changed, like nothing was happening. So I don't know what's going on. Weird. Things happen for a reason. Lord works in mysterious ways, I guess. Didn't want those 4 rabbits to die. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So it's just a weird, probably just a weird fluke in Mother Nature, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, she raised 4 rabbits while being pregnant with 4 more. Because I came in that day and found 4 more rabbits. One of which was dead when I found him. I don't know if it was a stillborn or whatnot, but it was dead. And of course, I got a video a few hours ago of these 2-day-old rabbits and Mama. And in that video, that corner of the cage that Mama's sitting in, that's where she had that litter, right there on the wire. Because that box that you see was not in there. We had one just like it for the first litter, but she kept making an awful racket out of it and shredding it that I took it out. Well, I realize now it was about 2 days prior to her giving birth again that she was making all this racket, and I now think she was trying to make a nest to prepare herself to give birth, and I took it out. So I kind of feel responsible a bit for that. But all the hair, most of it had fallen onto my floor because, between the 4-week-old rabbits that were in the cage, between those 4 and her, and the newborns moving, it fell. So there was a bunch of hair on the floor, and 2 of the rabbits were on the floor. One was right below the cage, between the wall and the hair, and then there was one that had made its way all the way over here, almost to my front door, or almost to my bedroom door. And that one I was worried about because he was cold, or cool. He wasn't cold, but he was cool. I don't think they were more than an hour or 2 old when I found him, which is good, because if I had waited another hour, I don't think that guy over here would have been alive. And that rabbit that was on the floor was wrapped in hair, so he was okay. He wasn't as warm as the one that was in the cage with Mama, but he was warmer than the one that was over here. But you guys will see him in the video. They all seem to be pretty lively for 2-day-old rabbits, anyways. I checked them all out. Their bellies are all rounded, which means their Mama's giving them milk. So I do have high hopes for these 3 rabbits. Hopefully she won't eat them, and hopefully she'll, because I'd hate to see them die if they don't have to. So I've cut this down. I did this video once already. It was really long. I've cut it down by a few minutes. Great. Anyways, so that's the backstory on the rabbit, Inadvertent Rabbit Adventure. I've got a few clips here of the first litter and some photos of them, and I will just caption the timeline, so to speak. And then I've got a clip here of these newborns. So I will keep you guys updated on that adventure. And so I'll thank you for watching now. Like, comment, subscribe. Any questions about rabbits, you can shoot them at me. I'll give you my experiences on raising them and what we did. These are not meat rabbits. I will put that out there. We're not going to be eating those. I do want, now that I've had some experience in rabbitry, I do want to get some meat rabbits and try breeding some and try it. But these are not meat rabbits. These are pets. We are going to be giving away most of these babies. I think we're going to keep a third rabbit. The little gray fluff ball that you'll see in a couple of these videos. I think we're going to keep that one. Give us 3. And the other 6 we are giving away. I say 6, provided these 3 newborns live. Any remaining we're going to give away as pets. They're not meat breeds anyways. So, yes, again, thank you for watching. If you do have questions, let me know. If I can't answer them, I'll do my best to find you a way to get your answer. So, thank you again for watching, and I'll talk at y'all later.
Babies are growing up fast. They're already walking around. Their eyes are opening. A couple of them are trying to eat the celery and carrot. Hard to believe they're only 2 weeks old. No, no, no. There you go. That's what I'm trying to eat. It is a trying to eat. Hey! The long drop for a little guy. Get the rest of them. There they are. Hey everybody, it's Jacob. No, I told you I didn't have video of the first litter yet, but figured, well, instead of just talking about it, why don't I come in and make one real quick. So these are the bunnies. This is the first litter. You know, you can't come out. You can come out, but don't jump. Don't do that, huh? So that big one right there is Daddy Rabbit. And then these are the 4. Oh, you guys are pooping in your food dish again. I'll have to change that. They keep pooping in their food dish. And then these little guys are the babies. He does that too. Mama does that with her ears. So I don't know what kind of bunnies they are. I tried to look it up, but so if any of you guys can tell me, that's Daddy. And I'll show you guys. I gotta get close up on Mama. First time I saw it, I thought his ear was broken, but it's not. I named this guy Dora. I'm hoping it's a girl, so I can keep that name. Of course, he's probably one we're going to give away, so see what I meant about those guys snuggling with Daddy. I like to cuddle. The one he's snuggling with is one my mom's calling Charm. We're hoping that's a girl, so we don't have to get it fixed, because we really want to keep that one. I think my brother's coming back into his room, but I just wanted to give you guys an actual video of them versus just the pictures. But this is Floyd. Daddy's name is Floyd. I actually never told you guys that. But we're going to go over right from here and get another video. So it's going to be a little different than the way I kind of explained it in the intro, but we're going to go right into my room and get a video of Pink. Yep, Pink and Floyd. That's the parents. That's the two rabbits we got. We just named them like a month ago. But Pink and Floyd. So, okay, see, oops. These guys are pretty fat. They're getting big old fat rabbits. Hey, buddy. Hey, Dora. Called him Dora, and I actually think I have that clip that I'll throw in here why I called him Dora. They're getting heavy. But this is Charm. My mom's called it Charm. This one's so soft and fuzzy and all gray. So It's the one we want to keep, so we're really hoping it's a girl, otherwise we're going to come up with the $65 to get him fixed. But, say hi. Say hi. Here you go, buddy. Yep, so there's Floyd and his children. He seems to be doing really well with them. He's fixed now, so I think that's why he's doing so well. If he wasn't fixed, I think he would be a lot more different and a lot more agitated by it. Yeah, probably just got dark on you, but we'll come over. Taking a minute, I gotta restart my laptop. It's old and does not like the stuff I'm trying to do with it. Trying to do for you guys. I want a desktop, but anyways, this is Mama's living quarters. Just gonna take a moment here and put on my headlamp so we can see the babies better. Ah, I broke it. Sorry. Headlamp's a little funny when you put it on. Alright. The first thing I like to do is have a seat. Here's Mama Rabbit. There's Pink. Oh, you out of food? Yeah, we'll get you some food. But here's Pink. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, is those couple videos I told you I had, I'll probably nix. We'll put a couple into those guys when they're a couple weeks old. And you can see where she pulled her hair off. It's starting to grow back, but you guys just got a shot there where she pulled some of her fur off. And that's that corner I was telling you about where she dropped them, where she gave birth to them. Actually, this little piece of hair stuck between the wall and the cage. And I've yet to vacuum. Like, hey, out of the way, Butter. Out of the way, Butter. But down in that corner is where all the fur was. We've just been so busy between shoveling snow and stuff that I haven't had a chance to really clean it up yet. But it's kind of embarrassing, actually. But I gotta clean her cage tomorrow. The pan's full, so I gotta give her cage a cleaning, and I'll do that at the same time. But yeah, that's where she had him, and that's where I found that rabbit. So, in that fur. We had a box just like this with that first litter in, a little differently organized, as you'll see in that other video, but that is the box that I had put them in now. So I'll give you guys a shot of the nest from here, what you can see. We'll come at it from a different angle. We're actually going to pick up the babies and see if they're being fed. See if they're still being fed and how they look. But yeah, see how she does that with her ears? I don't know what breeds they are. I'm not a rabbit person. But if anybody knows, it'd be nice to know. Just out of curiosity. So I'm going to go ahead and feed her. This is the process I go through when I'm touching the babies, until they can start to walk on their own. And then I don't go through anything really. I just pick them up. But I just come in and give Mama a little petting. I'm going to go ahead and fill her food dish while I'm here. Maybe that'll occupy her a little bit. But before I go to bed, I'll bring her in some carrots and a stalk of celery. She had some cucumber slices earlier. She eats a lot though. And still does, which is alright. She's nursing, so I'll give her some food anyways. All that green stuff's Timothy hay. She eats it from time to time. Looks like she spread that last handful around I gave her, but I'm sure she'll eat it. But anyways, I like to pet her because that gets her scent on me, on my hand, so that when I'm touching the babies, my scent's not on it as much. I mean, at this point, she's used to us, that I don't think it's going to be a big deal. She's used to being held and used to us coming in here and doing this. So, you guys ready to see some 2 or 3 day old bunnies? I don't know the exact date on top of my head. 2 or 3 day olds. Here they are. All 3 of them. Aren't they so cute? And they're all alive. Like I said, I can't even tell which one was on the floor. There's two are on the floor now. But we'll pick one of these guys up and bring him out. And when you check him, you want to grab him like this and do this. And you can see that his belly is rounded. That shows us that he's, I keep saying he, that shows us that it's, that he's full of milk, that mom is feeding him and he's eating. I can see from here that the rest of them are too, so I'm not going to disturb him much more. I'm going to fill him back in the way mama had him. I don't like to spend more than a minute or so on this process. I'm just going to set you guys down for a second. I'm sorry, it's easier if I put you down for this. There we go. We'll take that off now. But it's less stressful on her the less time I take to do it. But you want to check on them all for the first couple weeks, like twice a day, no more than. Make sure the bellies are rounded, because you're not always going to see mama feeding them. In fact, you may never see it. I've witnessed it once with a loss litter, because it's not like a kitten or a dog that comes over and feeds more or less all the time, or like a pig that just lays there and the babies come over and eat when they're hungry. The rabbits come over, they feed typically twice a day, once in the evening and once during the day, once at night. Which is a little different here because they're indoors, and I keep my light off a lot, but typically they'll feed twice a day, no more than a minute or two at a time, so you may never witness a feeding time. But don't be alarmed if you don't see the mother rabbit feeding baby rabbits. That's why you check them. I like to check them twice a day because, one, if one of them dies, you want to remove it. Because it can cause, it can rot and cause bacteria. Chances are mom may eat it, which is okay. I mean, it seems wrong, it seems gross, but mom knows what she's doing. One, it gets rid of the evidence, and two, it does give her nutrients back. But anyways, I'm not going to talk a lot about that because I do not want to be an expert. I don't want anybody holding me accountable if I give them false info. So, but yeah, I'll throw this clip up in here versus a couple other clips I told you I was going to throw you all. I'll throw one of the other babies at 2-ish weeks, and then instead of the pictures and then that clip, I'll show you guys these two clips, or this one clip. So it'll be a little different than I talked about in the intro, but that's regardless. I mean, that really doesn't matter. So thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Peace.